Well, welcome, guys, and welcome to Koudelka. This is a horror JRPG that's on the PlayStation 1. If you had ever heard of it, I don't blame you. It's not exactly a well-known RPG, but, this game is actually a prequel to the Shadow Hearts series on the PlayStation 2. It is kind of like... It kind of reminds me of Parasite Eve a little bit, but it's definitely more RPG focused than Parasite Eve is. It's a pretty good game. It can be a little weird. This game is mainly famous for its messed up enemy and boss designs, which also goes for the Shadow Hearts series as well. Let's see. I want that to be run and close. And I think that should be good. Alright, let's start a new game. So yes, we take control of Koudelka. She's a gypsy with magical powers, and she was called to this place, the Nemeton Monastery, because a distant voice was calling out to her, asking for help. Also, for a PS1 game, this game has actually got, like, pretty competent voice acting, and the writing's not bad either. Something that was kind of rare for this time period. Oh, underwear. This and the Shadow Hearts series, they love panty shots for some reason. Which is a little weird. Uh-oh. Oh, her pendant. Which is actually super important for later. Oh. Hello there.
Too early, Angel. I'm not dead yet.
Not yet, but it looks like you're going to die soon.
Maybe. But you'll have to pardon me while I tend to some unfinished business first.
Business? What can you possibly accomplish in your condition? You can't even hold your gun steady.
Well, no unless I try.
Oh.
The thing's not gonna die unless I shoot it 2 or 3 times.
Confident. Uh-oh. Ow.
Damn it! Here, use this.
Oh, thanks, dude. Okay. So we start right in a battle. Okay, so we have a couple things that we can do. Action, which lets us attack. Magic, which we don't really have access... Well, we have some spells. Mostly buffs and a heal at the moment. We can switch our weapon. Alright, so we can move around the battlefield. Right now, it's probably prudent to just keep away from this thing. Looks like there's about 30 spaces. So we'll move over to this corner, and we'll just go blat blat. Casting a spell. Not really sure what he cast there, if I'm honest. Alright, we'll just wait. Oh, we can attack again. Good. Oh, here he comes. Oh, we got him. Goodbye, sir. Good job, Koudelka. Oh, we got some whiskey, which is a revival item, and we learned the spell Flare. Cool. Let's go talk to this guy.
Hey, what about him?
He's dead.
Really? Thank you. So I guess my time is up. Hey, Angel. I'm not gonna ask you to take me to heaven. But will you pray for me at least?
Are you out of your mind? There's no bloody way I'm going to pray for you. But I guess I owe you because you saved me too. Payback time. Shut up. Keep it down.
And voila, you're healed.
Okay, let's go. Stand up or I'll leave you here.
What happened? It doesn't hurt anymore. I'm cured.
Yeah, and so I cured you, so what?
Just some healing magic, no big deal,
You
dude.
cured me. But I was almost dead. I'm confused. So you really are an angel?
Don't be foolish. Do you really think that there are angels on Earth? I'm no angel. I'm just a medium with a little curing.
I'm Edward J. Plunkett. I know I look pretty shady, but you don't look too wholesome yourself.
No, I'm not like you. And this is no place for people like you. Why did you come here?
I heard a rumor.
A rumor.
I heard something in London. That the son of some rich family bought an old monastery. Spent a ton of money to convert it into a house. I heard he brought quite a lot of harlots here. Seems like he was having a great time.
So, where is this monastery?
That's what I want to know. I came all this way to put a poor man God into this rich bastard. So far, I haven't found anything. Then this monster attacked me. I almost got killed. If you'd come any later, no doubt I'd be singing hymns in his stomach right now.
Shouldn't have bought such a good horse. She's too fast.
Too bad you won't be hearing me sing those hymns. When I was a boy, I was a pretty good soprano.
If you don't stop talking, I'll leave you here. My name is Koudelka, and I'm only going to say this once, so don't forget. If you want to get out of here alive, I suggest you stick very close. Got it?
Charmed, I'm sure.
Alright. So we've got our main character, Koudelka, and Edward has just joined her party. Our second of 3 party members. So I'll talk about the stats once we actually get to a level up. Or maybe I could just talk about them now. So when you get a level up in this game, you can level up a couple of your stats by distributing points. So let me break down the stats real quick. Strength is for physical attacks. It's useless for mages. It increases your damage. Vitality increases your max HP and your defense. Dexterity is for the accuracy of your physical attacks. Agility increases the amount of turns that you can have in a battle. Intelligence, as you increase that, it'll increase the damage of your magical spells. The funny looking one that says pi, it's actually piety, and that increases. Let me just make sure. All right, so piety is for magic defense, and it also increases your max MP. Mind is basically accuracy, but for magical spells. And then luck affects several things. It increases the likelihood of encountering enemies, a little bit of accuracy for attacks, the effectiveness of defense, likelihood to escape, and I do think it's confirmed that it affects the item drop rate from enemies as well. So for like Koudelka, you'll want to... She's more magically inclined than physically inclined, so she's better off going the intelligence and the piety route, whereas Edward is better suited to being a melee attacker and a tank. But this game also has a system that's kind of similar to Final Fantasy II, where the more that you use certain spells or certain weapons, the more proficient that you'll become in them. So yeah, the weapon level here, because we used a gun a couple times, she's gained some pistol levels. For Edward, we want to focus on fists, because weapons in this game do break after a certain amount of uses. So having him be able to punch things effectively is going to be important. Okay, but enough rambling. Let's go. The caretaker's quarters. Okay, so if you enter a room and it has a little circled S there, that means that you can make a temporary save. Hold on. Let's try slot 2. Well, you know what? These aren't really important anymore. It's from an old save file, so let's overwrite it. Oops, I didn't mean to save again. Okay, so... right here, over here is a potion. Let's pick it up. Let's go through this door here. So it does kind of feel like Resident Evil, because it doesn't have tank controls, but it does have fixed camera angles. Alright, we'll reload her gun from the menu. Now let's climb up this ladder. Now check this barrel here, because this cloth here is actually a map of the monastery. So we will take that. The map isn't actually that great, but at least we have it. Oh, I forgot to change our positioning. Oh well, I'll change that in a bit. Alright, so we just got a magic spell, Flare, which deals fire damage. Let's target the floating furniture there. Now, the way that this game works with, like, movement, enemies can't go past a certain... They can't cross a player's space. So, like, say I put Edward right here. Now the chairs can't go past him unless he's knocked backwards. But the same goes for us. We can't pass it unless it's defeated or pushed back. Ow. Oh, that Joker's gonna cast a spell. Now, the way magic works in this game is that it's based on distance. The closer you are to an enemy, the more damage that it will do. The further back away you are, the less damage you'll take, but the less damage you'll dish out as well. Alright, so he casted some kind of buff on himself. Okay, furniture's gone. Here it comes. Oh, he's been silenced. So yeah, as we cast this spell more and more, it'll start to level up. Eventually it'll become Flare level 2 and then Flare level 3. Same goes for all of our spells the more we use them. Okay, so we got ourselves a level up. I would say let's start by increasing her intelligence and her piety. Give her more MP. And attack power with her spells. It's bread. So that's just a healing item. Right, I think that's all that's up here, so let's go back down. Oh, also, the good thing about leveling up in this game is that I think you get a full heal every time you level up. So it's very useful. Alright, so let's go through this door now. Now, if we examine this painting, you found a dirk hidden behind the picture frame. Do you want to pick it up? Yes. Now, every weapon you pick up in this game will have a random element attached to it, typically. Although sometimes... Let's use that on Edward, just to heal him. Sometimes it will just be a regular weapon, but a lot of times it'll have a element attached to it. Okay, so this one was a vital dirk. So if it's called vital, I believe when you attack an enemy with it, the person will recover a little bit of HP per attack. Alright, so... Alright, so I want to be there. Yeah, that's how I want my formation to be. With Edward in the front. Alright, here's a listel. Listels, I believe, are essentially ethers. The ethers of this game. here we have some more pistol rounds. Alright, let's go back now. We could explore a little bit further, but we don't really need to at the moment. Alright, let's head down the stairs. Okay, good. I was worried it was gonna be an inverse enemy. A guy that's walking upside down. But thankfully it wasn't. Ugh, it's basically a giant cockroach. Give him a punch. Nice. Ow. Let's just wait. Maybe that'll be a level up for Edward? Yeah, good. Okay, so we'll put some points into strength and some into his vitality. Got dried food and bread. There's an old couple in the room, Ogden and Bessy Hartman, who say they are the caretakers of the Nemeton Monastery.
How unusual that you two have decided to come to our rural district. There's really nothing interesting here.
It has gotten so cold outside. We weren't expecting any visitors. The soup is all we had. Please, have as much as you want.
Oh, yes, please.
Thanks. It smells great.
Wouldn't you like some, dear? Don't you like potato soup?
No. It's not that. I'm all right for now. Thank you for your hospitality, though.
No trouble at all. Please let me know if there's anything we can do. We are the only ones who live here, and it's so rare that we get any visitors.
So are you two really the only ones who live here?
Why do you ask?
Well, it was pretty foggy, so I couldn't tell for sure. But this building looked like an old church or something. Seems a little big just for the two of you.
You're right. In the 9th century, a saint from Ireland named Daniel Scotius built a place of worship here to appease monsters and evil spirits. That was how the Nemeton Monastery started. Or so I heard.
Monsters. Is that right?
Yes. What about them?
You might not believe this, but we saw a monster on our way here.
Is that so?
Saw more than
Saw
one.
it too.
You mean that monster's been around for a while?
Well, we've been taking care of the monastery for a number of years, but from about 6 months ago, monsters have been appearing.
We see them more and more every month.
I used to be a sailor. I'm not afraid of any monsters.
Oh, dear. What if something terrible happens to you?
We almost got killed back there. Now we're out of bullets.
That's not good. The monsters might try and attack you again. I'll spare you some bullets.
Thanks, that'd be great.
Looking after others. He's so wonderful at that.
So, have you two been together?
Yes, quite a while. Now, all he does is paint and maintain this old building. That's his daily routine. But back in the old days...
Thanks, Ogden. I owe you one.
What a nice couple. They don't seem very, perturbed about the monsters roaming around in their home, though. It's been locked with the red key. Why would they lock the door behind them? Oops, wrong button.
Now this would make good rations. Let's take some with us.
I can't believe it. Are you still hungry?
I didn't have anything to eat or drink for 3 days. Of course I'm hungry. Speaking of which, you wasted all of that food. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. If it weren't poisoned, then I would have had some.
Yeah, if it wasn't poisoned.
Pardon?
I said, if the soup weren't poisoned, then I would have had some.
Oops.
Got it?
Poisoned? No way.
Just a little bit. I smelled some poisonous plant.
What's happened?
Oh, I can tell you how you're going to feel. In about half an hour, you won't be able to move your body. If you don't find an antidote, you'll definitely die.
So they really were trying to kill us. But why?
Don't know. Humans are quite used to doing it this way. They must be hiding something. Listen, Edward. I'm going to try to cure you now. But you have to promise that when I do, you won't get mad and rush back to that couple right away. It's safer if we pretend we're dead and continue exploring this building. I think we'll find something interesting for sure.
I just love that Koudelka's just trying to hold this conversation with Edward, who's suffering because he ingested poisoned food. It's very amusing. Alright, so right here on the table, there's a knife, which we shall take. It's a normal knife, surprisingly. No element attached to it. Now this room can be a little deceiving. It actually has multiple entrances and exits. You found cheese. I will take it. For the record, you have a hard cap of 50 items total. This includes items, key items, weapons, and any armor that you may come across. But you'll be lucky if you find armor at all. They're incredibly rare, and that goes double for accessories. Okay, we don't want to go in this room just yet.